after school kids. Miss Lauren here with another craft project. So today we're going to be making binary coding DIY message keyring backpack pulls. That is a mouthful. Alright, so you should have your kit. Here's your plastic bag. Let's see what's inside. So, I have a little baggie that has string, a key ring, and 3 different color beads. So I have pink, white, and purple. I also have the directions, a binary code alphabet, and I have a special message that you can decode as well. So, the first thing that we need to talk about is, let's see, and you will also need tape and scissors, okay? Tape and scissors are not included, but you will need them as well. So I've got tape, and I'll get my scissors when we get to the crafting area in a minute. So the first thing that we should discuss is, what is binary code? Well, the word binary is a compound word. If you'll notice, there's the phrase bi in the beginning, bi. Bi means 2. So binary is a way of counting that uses 2 numbers. It uses the numbers 0 and it uses the number 1 to make up all of the numbers in the number line. Usually what you're used to at school, you use the base 10 counting method, which uses 10 to count and make every number. It's kind of confusing, but that's kind of a simplistic way of what binary code is. And we use binary code to talk to our computers, to tell the computers what we want it to do. Because a computer cannot read regular words, it can only read numbers. And it can only read the numbers of 0 and 1. So we use the numbers of 0 and 1 to make up different letters, numbers, symbols, so that the computer can read what we're trying to explain. Alright, so for this activity, we're going to be coding the word hope. So let's get started. Alright, so let's get started. So I have my instructions here. I have my beads. I have my beads. Let's get them in focus. There's some beads. I have my key ring. I have my scissors. I have my tape. And I have my string. So let's see. Here's the instructions we're going to read. Alright, so using the template above, and the binary coding sheet, which is this, write the word hope for each letter of the word. Write the code for each letter of the word hope on the spaces next to the letters. Be sure to use the binary code for capital letters, not lowercase letters, because they are not the same. Once you have written the code next to each letter, lay your colored beads next to the code in the open squares on your template. Alright, so let's see if we can see it. Alright, so first we're going to look on our binary code and look for the letter H, but make sure it's the uppercase letter H. Alright, so next to the letter H, let me get that in focus, we see that there are a series of numbers. of zeros and ones. Because remember, binary code is a way of counting that uses zeros and ones. 0 represents off, and 1 represents on. All right, so now that we found H on the list, we are going to go back to, now that we found H on the list, we're going to go back to our paper and we're going to write these zeros and ones on our paper. All right, so I have a pen right here. So the uppercase letter H, let's see if I can zoom it in, has 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. All right, so your paper should look kind of like this. 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. Off, on, off, off, on, off, off, off. All right, see if you can do the letters O, P, and E by yourself, and I'll check in once I have finished decoding O, P, and E. All right, so did you successfully crack the code? So for H, we did that together. We have 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. For O, we have 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. For P, we have 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. And for E, we have 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. So for our next step, we need to lay out our beads to correspond with our code. So I'm going to hold this so we can see it better. All right, so in your baggie with the beads, you should have 3, can I get them in focus? You should have 3 different colors. I have white, pink, and purple. So I'm going to thump out my beads up top, and you have to decide, assign a color to each number. So I'm going to take these 3 purple beads out, and I think my 0 is going to be white and my 1s are going to be pink. So for every 0 that I have, I'm going to put a white bead in the grid. So I have 0. For H, I have 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. Okay, and then for O, this actually might not work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Actually, I think I need to switch because I don't have enough white for the zeros. Alright, so scrap that. I'm going to make the pink beads zeros and the white beads ones. So for H, I have 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. For O, I have 0, 1, 0, 0, and then 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I have to move this back. For P, I have 0, 1, crud, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. Uh-oh. My beads are rolling away. Oh no. Alright. And then my last one, I have 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. And I have 3 purple beads, which we're going to use as placeholders in between the letters. Alright, so once you have your code all laid out, let's see what our next instruction is. Yep. Alright, so now that we have our code done, let's see what our next step is. We're going to start stringing our beads. So, step 1 says, begin stringing your beads on the plastic cord starting with the first bead in the letter H, followed by the remaining 7 beads to finish the letter H. Alright, so here's where your tape might come in handy. I'm going to move this. Over here. It might be helpful to tape your string to wherever you're working. So I'm going to use my laptop here. And can you see that? Yep. Alright, so I'm going to take a piece of tape and I'm going to tape my string to the back of my laptop. And first I'm going to string the letter H. So I'm going to take the beads in order from the letter H and string them on my string. So let's back up a little bit. Stringing my beads. There we go. Alright, so I have the letter H done, and my string of beads looks like this. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take a purple bead, which is the spacer bead, and I'm going to put it on the string so it is in between this code for H and the next code for O. Okay, so I'm going to take my purple bead and I'm going to put it on the string. Alright, so now I have a spacer and I can start with my next letter. So, if you want to go ahead and string your other codes, and I will check back with you once we have all of our beads strung. And don't forget to put your spacer bead in between your letters. Okay. Last bead. All right, so this is what my string of beads looks like. We have H-O-P-E. Awesome. If you're not finished stringing your beads, feel free to pause the video so you can keep stringing your beads. All right, so we're on to the next page of your instructions if you're following along on the instructions. So next we need to attach our string of beads to the split ring. So this is our split ring or key ring. Alright, so we have to tie a knot onto your string of beads by taking both ends of the string and tying them together in a circle. So we're going to untape this end of your beads. Be very, very careful. This is the part where you might accidentally unstring your beads, but that's okay because you can always do it again. So we are going to see if I can get it in focus. We are going to tie our beads in a knot to make a circle. Okay, so you should have a little knot. Number 2, step 2 says tie the split ring to the circle of the beads by tying the ends of the string over the ring, leaving a little space so the string has a little play in it so it can move freely on the ring. Alright, so we are going to slip the string up through the ring and then tie them through. I think my one end is a little short, but that's okay. We'll make it work. Alright. I think I'm going to give it another tie just to make sure it's tied on nice and tight. Alright. Alright. And I think I'm going to cut my string a little bit so they're even. So I'm just going to cut right there. Alright. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Now you have this super cool key ring that you can put on your backpack for school. I look forward to seeing them when we get back to school. Now that we've worked a little bit with binary code, feel free to fill out this special message. It's pretty cool. Alright, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!